just a little bit, the world's so quiet and still. Santa's out there flying around, and it's true that if you be a good girl all year long.
That has to be one of the greatest intro songs I have ever heard. This is of course The Division, and I'm here to talk to you about my opinions of the game, some features I would like to see, and hopefully shed some light on the multiplayer side of this game. So, what do we know already? Well, it's a third-person online open-world multiplayer single-player merged together game, which is very interesting because most single-player multiplayer games that are merged together are, off the top of my head, what I can remember, Test Drive and Defiance. Obviously there's going to be a lot more, but I can't really remember. Defiance, for example, that had a pretty poor multiplayer single player game merged. Of course you could play co-op with some friends. It had a lot of issues at the beginning, and still has a lot of issues that they're trying to patch with the game, where there's lots of bugs, and that's pretty terrible. Test Drive is obviously driving, so it doesn't really matter. But either way, most single player multiplayer games at the moment don't really work that well, whereas I can see this game seems to be flawless in absolutely every way. They're playing co-op. I believe there's 3 people, so whether or not you can team up in a team of 4, a group of 4 or more, I don't know how many players are going to be in one session. If they're going to split it to different, so you can choose different sessions in your, say, region, Europe, America, and whatever else. I don't really know if they're going to be doing that, or just have one game where there's thousands of players in each game, because Defiance has 1 to 10,000 plus in one game, and whether or not they'll go with that, I don't know. But this game does have a lot of features you may recognise from, say, DayZ, where you have to find supplies, you have to find food, water to keep your player working at normal. You have to find weapons, better weapons, upgrade your weapons. Saying that, I don't know about weapon customization. I presume because in every Tom Clancy game, whether that be Ghost Recon or this, I do presume there will be weapon customization. There's always been weapon customization in Tom Clancy games, just at certain degrees. So I would presume, this being a next gen title, it have bigger and better weapon customization. Now, for character customization, it's the same story. I don't really know. They haven't said anything about it. They haven't spoke about it, shown anything. I'm sure they will in the future, because this is most likely a 2014 title, if not 2015. Again, I don't know the release date. This might be at early stages. I don't know how far in this game is. It looks amazing at the moment, so it most likely is a 2014. I wouldn't stretch further than that. If I had to say it, I would say late 2014, but I would presume early 2014 at the best. So, character customization, I would like to see, obviously, every shooter, whether that be first person shooter or third person, has to have character customization. You have to make your character look a little bit more unique, a little bit more like the way you want it to, whether or not you want to style him off your appearance or just make him completely wacky and crazy and unique. That's completely up to you. That's what character customization delivers for shooters. You can do whatever you like when you like. So this game not only delivers amazing graphics, but it delivers a lot of features that we can hopefully relate from other games and apply to this one. Now, the small things do apply to this game extremely well, because they have bullet holes. Now, with bullet holes, you know, it makes smashes in walls, takes off cover, but with this game they've taken it to the next level. As you would see if we haven't passed it already, but in a certain part of the gameplay they reach a police station, they raid it and try and take out enemies. One person runs in, draws the fire, brings them all out, and then the gunfire starts. So the people start shooting at the windows of the police cars, and it doesn't just smash them like you would see in Battlefield 3, for example, where you shoot at a window and the glass just shatters. It makes bullet holes in it, which are extremely effective. It doesn't just smash it, it just makes cracks in bullet holes, so you shoot near a certain bullet hole and it makes that hole even bigger. It won't just shatter, which is extremely interesting. And of course, if you shoot at a billboard or a thin piece of metal or wood, for example, with light shining behind it. It'll make bullet holes, and then you can see the ray of light shining through, which I think is absolutely amazing to achieve, and very, very immersive, because the little things like the trees swaying, the grass moving, or just anything happening around you don't really notice subconsciously, of course, makes the game more immersive. So the graphics and everything else combined is incredible. Lastly, I don't know about vehicles, because this map is absolutely huge. I don't really know if it's New York or Manhattan. I've heard that it's Manhattan, but I think it's New York. Of course, do correct me in the comments section below. Either way, it's going to be a huge map nonetheless where it is. There's going to be water environments, whether or not you can reach them. There's a lot of urban environments, long range combat, so running there would seem pretty pointless and tiresome. So whether or not they decide to add vehicles of some degree. Of course, if we go back to Defiance, they had quad bikes, jeeps, trucks, which all played about the same because the physics were pretty bouncy. They made your vehicle go wacky all over the place. A jump would make it soaring into the sky. You could twist it around in air mid-flight, which was entertaining nonetheless, but very, very strange. So I don't really know if vehicles would suit this type of game. I would presume not, but of course we never know if they're going to add them. I would like to see, but of course that's the child in me talking. But that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and as always, until next time.